so drunk. He was halfway running down the street before I knew he was naked. wait. She was waiting for him when he got home. I tell you, you never heard nothing like it. Oh, what's the matter, honey? You lost?
They told me to take a streetcar named Desire and transfer to one called Cemeteries and then ride 6 blocks and get off at Elysian Fields.
Well, this here's Elysian Fields. What number are you looking for?
632.
Don't have to look no further.
I'm looking for my sister, Stella, Mrs. Stanley Kowalski.
That's the party.
Can this be her home?
She got the downstairs here. I got the up. She's not home right now, though. You notice a bowling alley up the street?
I'm not sure I did.
Well, that's where she's at. She's watching her husband bowl. Leave your suitcase here and go find it.
Stella, let me look at you. Don't you look at me. No. I won't be looking at you.
Did you find our place, honey?
Stella, why are you doing in a place like that? Why don't you write me, honey? Why don't you let me know? I mean, only Poe, but Mr. Edgar Allan Poe could do justice to... What am I saying? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say something nice about, like, what a convenient location and such. Precious lamb, you haven't said a word to me.
You haven't given me a chance to, honey. Come say hello to Stanley.
Not now. Just say hello.
Tell me this is a while.
Which one is it?
We started our game here, we're gonna finish it here. Yeah, I'm taking it easy. I'm taking it easy right here. Now, you want me to help you put that on?
He's the one that's making the rhubarb. Isn't he wonderful looking?
I can't meet him now. Not until I'm bathed and rested.
Would you like a cold drink, honey?
Oh, bless you for that lovely inspiration.
Would you like a lemonade?
Lemonade? Not with my nerves tonight. No, scotch.
I'll have some grape.
You haven't asked me how I happened to get away from school before spring term ended.
Well, I thought you'd volunteer that information if you wanted to tell me.
I was so exhausted by all I'd been through that my nerves just broke. So Mr. Graves is the high school superintendent. He suggested that I take a leave of absence.
Hey, bartender, can I have a beer? I want a beer. Coming right up.
Oh, that buzzes right through me. It feels so good. We haven't said a word about my appearance.
You look just fine.
God love me for a liar. Daylight never exposed so total ruin. But you've put on some weight. Well, you're just as plump as a little partridge. It's so becoming to you.
Now, Blanche.
Yes, it is. It is, or I wouldn't say it. You know, I haven't put on 1 ounce in 10 years. I weigh what I weighed the summer you left Belle Reve. The summer Dad died and you left us.
It's just incredible how well you're looking, Blanche. Would you like another?
Oh, no, one's my limit.
You sure?
Maybe just a tiny little nip more, just to put the stopper on, so to speak. Now, don't you get worried. Your sister's not a drunkard. She's just all shaken up and hot and dirty and tired.
Bartender?
Stella, I haven't asked you the things that you probably thought I was going to ask you, and so I expect you to be understanding about what it is. I hate to tell you.
What, Blanche?
I know that you're going to reproach me. I know you're bound to reproach me, but before you do, you take into consideration you left. You came to New Orleans and looked after yourself, and I stayed at Belle Reve and tried to hold it together. I'm not meaning this in any reproachful way, but all the burden descended on my shoulders.
The best I could do was make my own living.
Oh, I know, but you're the one that abandoned Belle Reve, not I stayed and fought for it. I bled for it, almost died for it.
Stop this hysterical outburst and
I
tell
knew
me
it.
what happened.
I knew you would take this attitude.
About what, please?
The loss. The loss.
Belle Reve? But how did it go? What happened?
You're a fine one to ask me how it went.
Blanche.
You're a fine one to stand there accusing me of it.
Blanche.
I took the blows on my face and on my body. All those deaths. The long parade to the graveyard. Father, Mother, Margaret, the dreadful way. You just came home in time for the funeral, Stella. And compared to deaths, funerals are pretty. Unless you were there at the bed, you'd never suspect there was a struggle for breath and bleeding. How in the hell do you think all that sickness and dying was paid for? Death is expensive, Miss Stella. And me, with my pitiful salary at the school. Yes. Accuse me. You stand there and stare at me thinking I let the place go. I let the place go. Where were you? In bed with your poet.
Blanche, you be still. That's enough.
Where you going?
To the bathroom to wash my face.
Were you crying?
Oh, does that surprise you?
You, boy. The kid looked back at salesman and says, hey, listen, you look like it's two of you straight through a sheet. Hey, Mitch, we play your house tomorrow night.
No, not in my house. My mother's still sick.
All right, then you bring the beer tomorrow, all right? How you like that? You would too, you straight through.
Break it up down there. I made that spaghetti dish and I ate it myself.
I told you and phoned you that we was playing.
You never phoned me once.
I told you breakfast, I phoned you lunch.
Never mind. Why don't you just get yourself home once in a while?
You were in the newspapers.
Yeah.
You must be Stanley. I'm Blanche.
Where's the little woman?
In the bathroom.
Well, where you from, Blanche?
I live in Laurel.
Laurel, huh? Oh, yeah, in Laurel. That's not my territory. Liquor sure goes fast in hot weather. Have a shot?
No, I rarely touch it.
Well, some people rarely touch it, but it touches them often. Hey, my shirt's sticking to me. You mind if I make myself comfortable?
Please do.
Be comfortable is my motto.
Oh, it's mine, too. It's hard to stay looking fresh in hot weather. I didn't wash or powder, and here you are.
You know, you can catch colds sitting around damp things, especially when you've been exercising hard like bowling is. You're a teacher, aren't you?
Yes.
What do you teach?
English.
I was never a very good English student. How long are you here for, Blanche?
I don't know yet.
You gonna shack up here?
I thought I would, if it's not inconvenient for you all.
Good.
Traveling wears me out.
Well, take it easy.
What was that?
All them's cats.
Hey, Stella!
You haven't fallen in, have you? Still spoke you a good deal. You were married once, weren't you?
Yes, when I was quite young.
What happened?
Boy died. I'm afraid I'm going to be sick.
Looks like she's fixing to stay for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, we playing tonight?
Well, we're playing.
Well, I figure maybe...
Don't figure no maybes. We're playing.
Oh, thanks, Stanley.
See you later.
Uh-huh.
Stella, was that Stanley back with my tongue?
Yes, dear.
Honey, would you get my yellow batiste out for me?
All right, Blanche. I'm taking Blanche to Galatoire's for supper tonight and then to a picture show because it's your poker night.
How about my supper, huh? I ain't going no Galatoire's for supper.
I put a cold plate on ice. I'm gonna try to keep Blanche out until the party breaks up because I don't know how she'd take it.
Wasn't that just dandy?
So, you better give me some money.
What's she doing now?
Soaking in a hot tub to quiet her nerves. She's terribly upset.
Over what?
Stan, we've lost Belle Reeve.
That place in the country?
Yes.
How?
Oh, it had to be sacrificed or something. When she comes out, be sure to mention something about her appearance and don't mention the baby. I'm waiting until she gets in a quieter condition.
So?
Try to understand her, Stan, and be nice to her. She wasn't expecting to find us in such a small place. You see, I tried to gloss things over in my letters.
So?
And admire her dress and tell her she's looking wonderful. It's important with Blanche. It's a little weakness.
Yeah, I get the idea. Now, let's get back a little where you said the country place was disposed of.
Yes.
Yeah, how about that? Let's have a few more details on that
It's
subject.
best not to talk about it until she calms down. You saw how she was last night.
Yeah, I saw how she was. Now, let's cop again at that bill of sale.
I haven't seen any.
She didn't show you no papers? No deed of sale or nothing like that?
It seems like it wasn't sold.
What in hell was it then? Giveaway? The charity?
Stanley, she'll hear you.
I don't care if she hears me. Let's see the papers.
There weren't any papers. She didn't show any papers. I don't care about any papers.
Listen, did you ever hear the Napoleonic Code?
No, Stanley, I haven't heard of the Napoleonic Code. And if I had...
Well, let me enlighten you on a point or two, baby.
Yes.
In the state of Louisiana, we have what is known as the Napoleonic Code, according to which what belongs to the wife belongs to the husband also, and vice versa. For instance, if I had a piece of property, or you had a piece of property...
My head is swimming.
All right. I'll wait till she gets through soaking in a hot tub, and then I will inquire whether she is acquainted with the Napoleonic Code. Now, it looks to me like you've been swindled, baby. And when you get swindled under the Napoleonic Code, I get swindled, too. And I don't like to be swindled.
You don't know how ridiculous you're being when you suggest that my sister or I or any one of our family could have perpetrated a swindle.
Well, where's the money if the place was sold?
Not sold, lost. Lost.
Open your eyes to this stuff. You think she got them out of a teacher's pay?
Hush.
What's this here? Huh? Fox pieces. Genuine fox fur pieces, a half a mile long. Where are your fox pieces, Stella?
Those are inexpensive summer furs Blanche has had for a long time.
I got an acquaintance that deals in this sort of merchandise. I have men here to appraise this stuff.
Don't be an idiot, Stanley.
I'm willing to bet you there's thousands of dollars invested in this stuff here. What have we here? The treasure chest of a pirate?
Oh, Stanley.
Pearls! Ropes of them. Say, what is this sister of yours? A deep sea diver?
Shh, be still, Stanley.
And diamonds. A crown for an empress.
Rhinestone tiara she wore to a costume ball.
What's rhinestone?
Next door to glass.
Are you kidding? I got an acquaintance that works in a jewelry store. I've been here to appraise this. Here's your plantation of what's left of it here.
You have no idea how stupid and horrid you're being. Now leave this trunk alone before she comes out of the bathroom.
Kowalski's and the Dubois have different notions.
Indeed they have, thank heaven. I'm going outside. You come out with me while Blanche is getting dressed.
Since when do you give me orders?
Are you going to stay here and insult her?
You damn tootin' I'm gonna stay here.
Hello, Stanley. Here I am, all freshly bathed and sanded, feeling like a brand new human being.
That's good.
Excuse me while I slip on my pretty new dress.
You go right ahead, Blanche.
Thank you. I understand there's to be a little card party to which we ladies are cordially not invited.
Lordy, have mercy.
That's right.
Where, Stella?
Out on the porch.
I'm going to ask a little favor of you in a moment.
What could that be, I wonder?
Some buttons and back. You may, Anna. How do I look?
You look okay.
Many thanks. Now the buttons.
I can't do nothing with them.
You men with your big, clumsy fingers. May I have a drag on your cig?
Have one for yourself.
Thanks.
It looks like my trunk has exploded here.
Me and Stella have been helping you unpack.
You certainly did a fast and thorough job of it.
Looks like you raided some stylish shops in Paris.
Clothes are my passion.
What's the cost for a string of fur pieces like that?
This was a tribute from an admirer of mine.
You must have had a lot of admiration.
Oh, in my youth, I excited some admiration. But look at me now. Would you think it possible that I was ever considered to be attractive?
You looks okay.
I was fishing for a compliment, Stanley.
I don't go in for that stuff.
What stuff?
Compliments to women about their looks. I never met a woman didn't know if she's good looking or not without being told.
Oh.
Some of them give themselves credit for more than they got. I
Oh.
once went out with a dame who said to me, I am the glamorous type. I am the glamorous type. I said, so what?
And what'd she say then?
She didn't say nothing. I shut her up like a clam.
Did it end the romance?
In the conversation, that was all.
I can imagine any witch of a woman casting a spell over you.
That's right.
You're simple, straightforward, and honest. A little bit on the primitive side, I should think. Why, to interest you, a woman would have to...
Lay her cards on the table.
Well, I never did care for wishy-washy people. That's why last night when you walked in the room, I said to myself, my sister has married a man. Because that was all I could tell her.
All right. Let's cut the rebop.
Stanley? Stanley, you come out with me and let Blanche finish dressing. I finished dressing, honey. Will you come out then?
Your sister and I have a little talk.
Honey, do me a favor. Run to the drugstore and get me a lemon Coke with plenty of chipped ice in it. Will you do that for me, honey, please? Please? All right. The poor little thing was out there listening to us, and I have an idea she doesn't understand you as well as I do. All right, Mr. Kowalski. I will answer all questions. What is it?
In the state of Louisiana, there is such a thing as the Napoleonic Code. According to which, whatever belongs to the wife belongs to the husband, and vice versa.
My, what an impressive judicial air.
If I didn't know you was my wife's sister, I'd get ideas about you.
Such as what?
Don't play so dumb. You know what?
All right, cards on the table. That suits me. I know I fib a good deal. After all, a woman's charm is 50% illusion. But when a thing is important, I tell the truth. And I never cheated my sister or you or anyone else on earth as long as I have lived.
Where's the papers? In the trunk?
Everything I own is in that trunk. What in heaven's name are you thinking of? Going on that little boy's mind of yours. Let me do that. It'll be fast and simple. I keep most of my papers in this tin box.
What's them gonna need?
Those are love letters. Yellow with antiquity, all from one boy. Give those back to me!
I'll have a look at them
The
first.
touch of your hands is so...
Go Don't pull that stuff.
Oh! Oh! Now that you touched them, I'll burn.
What are they?
Poems. A dead boy wrote. I hurt him the way you would like to hurt me, but you can't. I'm not young and vulnerable anymore, like my young husband was. Give us...
What do you mean you have to burn them?
I'm sorry. I must have lost my head for a moment. Everyone has something that he doesn't want others to touch because of their intimate nature.
What's Ambler?
Friend that made loans on the place.
And it was lost on a mortgage.
That must have been what happened.
I don't want no ifs, ands, or buts. What's all the rest of them papers?
There are thousands of papers stretching back over hundreds of years affecting Belle Reve. As piece by piece, our grandfathers, fathers, uncles, brothers exchanged the land for their epic fornications, to put it plainly. So finally, all that was left, and Stella can verify that, was the house itself and about 20 acres of ground, including a graveyard, to which now all but Stella and I have retreated. Here they all are. I hereby endow you with them. Take them, peruse them, commit them to memory even. I think it's wonderfully fitting that Belle Reve should finally be this bunch of old papers in your big, capable hands.
You see, under the Napoleonic Code, a man has to take an interest in his wife's affairs. Especially now she's gonna have a baby.
I didn't know she was gonna have a baby. Stella! Stella, for star, how lovely to have a baby. It's all right. Everything's all right.
See you later.
Guess you're gathering for the poker party. I'm sorry he did that to you. Guess he's just not the type that goes for jasmine perfume.
Hi, Stella.
Hi. Well, maybe he's what we need to mix with our blood now that we've lost Belle Reve and have to go on without Belle Reve to protect us. Oh, pretty the sky is. I ought to go there on a rock and never come down. Which way do we go now? This way? No, honey. This way. Blind leading the blind.
Anything wild as deal?
Why, that's just wild.
One. Give me 2 cards.
Mitch, you in?
I'm out.
Take one.
Check.
Okay, this here's 5-card draw, nothing wild.
Anybody want a shot?
Yeah, me.
Hey, why don't somebody go to a Chinaman and bring back a little chop suey?
Oh, yeah, when I'm losing, you want to eat it. Now, come on, ante up, ante up. Hey, Mitch, get that stuff off the table. Nothing belongs on a poker table but cards, chips, and whiskey. All right, now, how many?
Give me 3.
I'm out. Look, I ought to go home pretty soon.
Yeah, sure, you out like stout whenever you in a big pot.
Bet a buck.
I've got a sick mother. She don't go to sleep till I come in at night.
I'll call you.
I'm gonna watch out.
What do you got?
Spade flush. Come to Papa.
Well, well, well. I see you boys are still at it.
Where you been?
Blanche and I took in a show. Blanche, this is Mr. Gonzalez, and this is Mr. Hubble. How do you do? Please don't get up.
Oh, nobody's getting up, so don't be worried.
How much longer is this game going to continue?
Do we get ready to quit?
Poker, so fascinating. Could I, Kevin?
Hey, you could not. Now, why don't you women go on up to Ulysses?
Because it's nearly 2:30. Couldn't you call it quits after just one more hand? That's not fun, Stanley.
It's fun for me.
Makes me so mad when he does that in front of people.
I think I'll bathe.
Again?
My nerves are nuts. Good evening.
Hello.
Blanche, this is Harold Mitchell. My sister, Blanche Dubois.
How do you do, Miss Dubois?
How's your mother, Mitch?
About the same, thanks. She appreciated you sending over that custard. Excuse me.
Did you bring a beer? Did you bring a cup of cake?
That one seems superior to the others.
Does he?
I thought he had a sort of a sensitive look. Is he married?
No. Is he a wolf?
Why, Blanche. I don't think he would be.
What does he do?
He's on the precision bench in the spare parts department at the plant Stanley travels for.
Is that something much?
No. Stanley's the only one of his crowd that's likely to get anywhere.
Take off.
Yeah, keep it well.
Blanche, you're standing in the light.
Everybody in?
Well, all right.
You ought to see their wives. Imagine. You know that one upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one night the plaster cracked.
Hey, you hands! Cut out that cackle in there!
You can't hear us.
Well, you can hear me. I'll say to hush up.
This is my house, and I'll talk as much as I want to.
Don't start a row.
He's having drunk. I'll be out in a minute.
All right, Mitch. You all right?
Who turned that on in there?
I did. Do you mind?
Well, turn it on.
Let the girls have their music.
Sure. Sure. Leave it on.
Sounds like Xavier Cougar. I didn't hear you name it.
Did I name it, Mitch?
I wasn't listening.
What were you doing there?
He was looking through them drapes. Now, look, come on. Now, I'm gonna do this hand over again. Let's play cards here. Quit.
Deal me out.
This here game is spit in the ocean. Everybody plays.
Excuse me.
The little boys' room is occupied right now.
Yeah, we've been drinking beer.
Have you got any cigs?
Sure, yes.
What a pretty case. Silver.
Yes, huh?
Maybe 5 and 7.
Read the inscription.
What is that an inscription? Oh, I can't make it out. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Why, that's my favorite sonnet by Mrs. Browning.
There's a story connected with this inscription.
It sounds like a romance.
Yeah, pretty sad one. The girl's dead now. Yeah, she knew she was dying when she gave me this. Very strange girl. Very sweet.
Well, she must have been very fond of you. Sick people have such deep, sincere attachments.
That's right, they certainly do.
Mitch!
Deal me out. I'm talking to Miss...
Dubois.
Miss Dubois?
It's a French name. It means woods, and Blanche means white, so the two together mean white woods, like an orchard in spring. You can remember it by that, if you care to.
You're Stella's sister, are you not?
Yes, Stella's my little sister. I call her little in spite of the fact she's somewhat older than I. Well, just slightly, less than a year. Will you do something for me?
Sure, yes. What?
I bought this adorable little paper lantern in a Chinese shop on Bourbon Street. Put it over the light bulb, will you please?
Well, I'd be glad to.
I can't stand a naked light bulb any more than I can a rude remark or a vulgar action.
I guess we strike you as being a pretty rough bunch, huh?
I'm very adaptable to circumstances.
Well, that's a good thing to be. You're, not...
Married? No. I'm an old maid school teacher.
No, well, you may teach school, but you're certainly not an old maid.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate your gallantry.
So, you're in the teaching profession, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Grade school or high school?
Mitch, coming!
Gracious, what lung power. I teach high school.
What subject do you teach?
You guess.
I bet you teach art or music.
No.
You might teach arithmetic.
Never. Arithmetic, sir, never. Arithmetic. I don't even know my multiplication table. Have you finished?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Now. Look, we've made enchantment.
No, I can't.
Come on.
Tree buds. Right. Gotcha. I gotcha.
Stanley, where are you? Oh, who are you, drunk animal? All of you, please go home with your words. These are
Put your hands on me and this is terrible.
Lunacy, absolute lunacy! Oh, don't be afraid, honey. Did he hurt you?
Put him on the couch.
Easy, Slate. Easy.
What did he do?
Up to my bracelet.
I want to go away. Afraid, honey. Are you all right?
You just blew your top, that's what happened.
So I know. Want some coffee?
No, I want water. You don't deserve to live with nice women. Bring him in here and put him under the shower.
Oh, you feel better when you get some more on you? Easy now, Allie. Come on. Easy, Stan. Easy, boy. Let's go. Easy.
Poker should not be played in the house with
Get
women.
his clothes off. Okay.
No more water. Put him under the shower.
Take it easy, Stan. Yeah, get in here. Turn on the water, bitch. Easy, easy. Hey. No. Let's get out of here. Stella? Stella? Stella?
Stop crying and listen to me. Listen to me. Got to get out of here. Stanley?
No, she ain't gonna talk to you. Mm-mm. And she ain't coming downstairs neither, so you might as well not call her.
Stella! Stella!
You quit that howling down there and go back to bed.
Eunice! I want my baby down here!
Well, she ain't coming down, so quit, or you'll get the law on you.
Stella!
You can't beat a woman and then call her back. She won't come. They're gonna have a baby.
Eunice!
I hope they haul you in and turn the fire hose on you like they did the last time.
Eunice, I want my girl down here with me!
You stinker!
Stella!
Stella, I wouldn't mix in this. Come on.
Don't ever leave me. Don't ever leave me. Sweetheart, baby.
Nice to see you there.
Hot dogs, can't you beat? My hot dogs, my hot dogs, they got some corn, candy corn, yellow corn, nice fresh roasted corn, yellow corn, candy corn.
Stella? Stella? Oh, my baby sister. Oh. Blanche. What's the matter with you? He left. Stan? Yes. Will he be back? Went to get the car greased. Why? Why? I've been half crazy. How could you come back in this place last night?
Please, Blanche. He was as good as a lamb when I came back last night.
He's really very, very ashamed of himself. Innocent, you have breakfast? You suppose I wanted any breakfast? You're so matter-of-fact about it.
What other can I be?
Oh, I was taking the radio to get it fixed. It didn't land on the pavement, so only one cube was smashed.
And you're standing there smiling.
What do you want me to do?
Pull yourself together and face the facts.
Thanks, Al.
I can't live with him. I have a plan to get us both out of here.
I wish you'd start taking it for granted that I mean something I want to get out of.
Take it for granted that you still have a sufficient memory of Belle Reeve to find this place and these poker players impossible to live with.
Well, you take entirely too much for granted.
I can't believe you're in earnest.
I'm not going to say any more about it.
All right, then don't.
But there are things that happen between a man and a woman in the dark that sort of make everything else seem unimportant.
What you are talking about is brutal desire, just desire. The name of that rattle-trap streetcar that bangs through the quarter up one old narrow street and down another.
Haven't you ever ridden on that streetcar?
It brought me here, where I'm not wanted, and where I'm ashamed to be.
And don't you think your superior attitude is a bit out of place?
Oh, I'm not being at all superior. Believe me, I'm not.
But you saw him at his worst last night.
On the contrary, I saw him at his best. What such a man has to offer is animal force, and he gave a wonderful exhibition of that. But the only way to live with such a man is to go to bed with him. And that's your job, not mine.
I've told you, I love him.
If you'll forgive me, he's common.
Suppose he is.
Suppose? You can't have forgotten that much about bringing up to just suppose that any part of a gentleman is in his nature. He acts like an animal, has an animal's habits, that there's even something subhuman about him. Thousands and thousands of years have passed him by, and there he is. Stanley Kowalski, survivor of the Stone Age. There in the raw meat home from the jungle. And here you are, here, waiting for him. Night falls, and the other apes gather. His poker night, you call it, this party of apes. Somebody growls. Somebody snatches at something. The fight is on. Maybe we are a long way from being made in God's image, but Stella, my sister, some progress has been made since then. Such things as art, as poetry and music, in some kinds of people, some tenderer feelings, have had some little beginning that we have got to make grow and cling to in this dark march toward whatever it is we're approaching. Don't hang back with the brutes.
Stella? Hey, Stella!
Hi.
Blanche back yet?
Yes, she's back.
Hi, Blanche.
Looks like you got under the car.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Them mechanics down at Fritz's don't know their axle grease from third base.
Long time.
That's a lie.
Oh,
Don't you throw that at me.
call the police!
Eunice, come back in here.
Hit me! I'm calling the police! Police!
Is Eunice getting the police?
No. Getting a drink.
Well, that's much more practical. Blanche is gonna make new curtains too, Stanley.
Hey, Stella! I can't find Mother's shoes.
We cleaned in there. I'll get them.
Can't find nothing no more.
What sign were you born under?
Sign?
Bet you were born under Aries. Aries people dote on noise. They just love to bang things around.
Stanley was born just 5 minutes after Christmas.
Oh, Capricorn the goat.
What sign were you born under?
Oh, my birthday's next month, the 15th of September.
That's under Virgo.
What's Virgo?
Virgo's the virgin.
Say, do you happen to know somebody named Shaw?
Everybody knows somebody named Shaw.
Well, there's somebody named Shaw. I was under the impression he met you in Laurel. But I figure he must have got you mixed up with some other party. Because this other party was someone he met at a hotel called the Flamingo.
Well, I'm afraid he does have me mixed up with this other party. Because the Hotel Flamingo is not the sort of place I would dare to be seen in.
You know it?
I've seen it and smelled it.
You must have got pretty close so you could smell it.
The odor of cheap perfume is penetrating.
That stuff you use is expensive?
$25 an ounce. That's just a hint in case you want to remember my birthday.
I figure he must have got you mixed up. He goes in and out of law all the time, so he can check on me. I'll see you down at the Four Deuces.
Hey, don't I rate one kiss?
Not in front of your sister.
Blanche, are you still scared of the thunder? What have people been telling you about me?
Telling?
There was quite a lot of talk in Laurel.
People talk. Who cares?
I haven't been so good for the last year or so since Belle Reeve started to slip through my fingers. I never was hard or self-sufficient enough. Soft people have got to court the favor of hard ones. They gotta shimmer and glow and put on soft colors, the colors of butterfly wings. And put a paper lantern over the light just to create a little temporary magic. But I don't know how much longer I can turn the trick. It's not enough to be soft. You've got to be soft and attractive. And I'm fading now. Have you been listening to me?
Oh, I never listen to you when you're being morbid.
Is that Coke for me?
Not for anyone else.
Precious lamb. Is it just Coke?
You mean you want a shot in it?
Well, shot never did a Coke any harm. Let me. You
No,
mustn't wait.
no, Blanche. I like to wait on you. It makes it seem more like home. Blanche? Blanche, honey, what is it?
I know you hate me to talk sentimental, but believe me, I feel more than I tell you. I won't stay long. I won't. I promise I'll go.
Blanche.
I'll go soon. I won't hang around here till he throws me out.
Oh, will you stop talking foolish?
Now watch how you pour that fizzy stuff spills over the... Oh, my pretty blue skin! Oh.
Use my hanky.
Oh.
Use my hanky. Blot it gently. Gently.
Gently.
Did it stain?
No, not a bit. Isn't that lucky?
Why did you scream like that?
I don't know why I screamed. Mitch is coming at 7. I guess I'm a little nervous about our relations. He hasn't gotten anything more than a goodnight kiss. That's all I've given him. Stella, I want his respect. And men don't want anything they get too easy. But on the other hand, they lose interest quickly. Especially when a girl is over 30. They think a girl over 30 ought to... The vulgar term is put out. And I'm not putting out. Of course, he doesn't know. I mean, I haven't informed him of my real age.
Why are you so sensitive about your age?
Because of hard knocks, my vanity's been killed. What I mean is he He thinks I'm sort of prim and proper. You know, I want to deceive him. Just enough to make him want me. Do you want him? Oh, I want to rest. Oh, I want to breathe quietly again. Yeah. I want this very bad. Oh, just think if it happens. I can go away from here and not be anyone's problem.
Hey, Stella!
It will happen.
It will.
It will. It will. Honey, it will. But don't take another drink.
Open now. Oh, Stanley, you look so pretty. Stanley, where we going?
We're going to Four Deuces first.
Oh, I've been there all day. I thought we were going to Amsterdam.
No, we're going to Dean's Ball Boy.
What's up? It's a threat. Will you stop that, you crazy fool? What a man, you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Well, well. What can I do for you?
I'm collecting for the Evening Star.
I didn't know stars took up collections.
It's the paper, ma'am.
I know I was joking. Feebly. Will you have a drink?
No, ma'am, no, thank you. I can't drink on the job.
Well, now, let me see. Haven't got a dime. I'm not the lady of the house. I'm a sister from Mississippi. I'm one of those poor relations you've heard tell about.
Well, that's all right, ma'am. I'll drop by later.
Hey, got a light?
Sure. This doesn't always work.
It's temperamental.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what time is it?
It's 15 to 7, ma'am.
So late. Don't you just love these long, rainy afternoons in New Orleans? When an hour isn't just an hour, but a little piece of eternity dropped in your hands. And who knows what to do with it. Did you get caught in the rain?
No, ma'am. I stepped inside.
In a drugstore? And had a soda? Chocolate?
No, ma'am, cherry.
Cherry.
Cherry soda.
Oh. You make my mouth water.
Well, ma'am, I better be going.
Young man. Young man. Has anyone ever told you you look like a young prince out of the Arabian Nights?
No, ma'am.
Well, you do. Come here. Come on over here like I told you. I want to kiss you just once. Softly and sweetly on your mouth.
Run along quickly now. It'd be nice to keep you, but I gotta be good and keep my hands off children. Adios.
Huh?
Look who's here, my Rosen Cavalier. No, bow to me first. Now present them. Merci.
I'm afraid you haven't got much fun out of this evening, Blanche.
Oh, I spoiled it for you.
No, you didn't.
I don't think I've ever tried so hard to be gay and made such a dismal mess of it. I get 10 points for trying. I did try.
Why'd you try if you didn't feel like it?
I was just obeying the law of nature.
Which law is that?
The law that says the lady must entertain the gentleman or no dice. Oh, hello, Moon. I'm looking for the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. But those girls are not out tonight. Oh, yes, they are. There they are. God bless them. All in a bunch going home from their little bridge party.
May I kiss you, Blanche?
Why do you always ask me if you may?
I never know whether you want me to or not.
Why should you be so doubtful?
Well, that night when we parked by the lake and I kissed
Honey, it wasn't a kiss I objected to. I liked the kiss very much. It was the other little familiarity that I felt obliged to discourage. I didn't resent it. In fact, I was somewhat flattered that you desired me. But, honey, you know as well as I do that a girl alone in the world has got to keep a firm hold on her emotions. She'll be lost.
Lost?
I guess you're used to girls that like to get lost. The kind that get lost on the first date.
I like you to be exactly the way you are. Because in all my experience, I've never known anyone like you.
Aw.
You laughing at me?
Oh, honey, I'm not laughing at you. Come on. We've been so anxious and silent tonight that for our last remaining moments of our lives together, I want to create joie de vivre. We're going to pretend we're at a little artist cafe on the left bank in Paris. Je suis la dame au camélia et vous êtes Armand. Do you understand French?
No, I don't.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Oh, why don't you sit down and take off your coat and loosen your collar?
No, I better leave it on. I'm ashamed of the way I perspire. My shirt's sticking to me.
Perspiration is healthy. Now, if people didn't perspire, they'd die in 5 minutes.
I don't wear a wash coat, even in summer, because I sweat right through it. And it don't look neat on me. A man with a heavy bill's got to be careful what he puts on him so it don't look too clumsy.
Well, you're not the delicate type. You have a massive bone structure and a very imposing physique.
Thank you. Last Christmas, I was given a membership in the New Orleans Sports Club. It was the finest present I ever was given. I work out there with the weights and I swim, keep myself fit. When I started there, I was soft in the belly, but now my belly's hard. It's so hard now that a man can punch me in the belly and it don't even hurt me. Punch me. Go on. Go on.
Gracious.
You see? Blanche, guess how much I weigh?
I'd say in the vicinity of 190 pounds.
No, guess again.
Not so much.
No more. I weigh 235 pounds. I'm 6 foot 3.5 inches tall on my bare feet without shoes on. And that's what I weigh stripped.
Oh, my goodness. That's all inspiring.
Blanche,
Yes, honey?
can I ask you a question?
What?
How old are you?
What do you want to know that for?
I talked to my mother about you. She said, how old is Blanche?
You talked to your mother about me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I told her how nice you were and I liked you.
Were you sincere about that?
You know I was.
Why did your mother want to know my age?
Well, Mother's sick and...
I'm sorry to hear that. Badly.
Well, she won't live long. Maybe just a few months, and... She worries because I'm not settled. She wants me to be settled down before she...
You'll be lonely when she passes on, won't you?
Yeah.
I know what that means.
To be lonely?
I loved someone, and the person I loved, I lost. He was a boy, just a boy, when I was a very young girl. It was like you suddenly turned a blinding light on something that had always been half in shadow. That thought struck the world for me. But I was unlucky, deluded. There was something about the boy. Nervousness, softness, tenderness. Wasn't like a man's. Although he wasn't the least bit effeminate looking still, that thing was there. He came to me for help. I didn't know that. I didn't find out anything till after our marriage, when he'd run away and come back, and all I knew was I'd failed him in some mysterious way. I wasn't able to give the help he needed, but couldn't speak of. He was in the quicksand and clutching at me, but I wasn't holding him out. I was slipping in with him. Then I found out. In the worst of all possible ways. By coming suddenly into a room that I thought was empty. But had two people in it. The boy I had married and an older man who had been his friend for years. Afterwards, we pretended that nothing had been discovered. Yes, the three of us drove to Moonlight Casino, very drunk and laughing all the way. We danced the Valsuviana. Suddenly, in the middle of the dance floor, the boy I had married broke away from me and ran out of the casino. A few months later, a shot. I ran out. All did. All ran out and gathered about that terrible thing at the edge of the lake. Somebody caught my arm. Don't get any closer. You don't want to see. See what? Then I heard voices say, Alan, the gray boy. He'd stuck a revolver in his mouth. Fired. So that back of his head blown away. It was because on the dance floor, unable to stop myself, I'd said to the boy, I know. I saw. You disgust me. And then the searchlight that had been turned on the world was turned off again. And never a moment since has there been any light stronger than this yellow lamp.
You need somebody. And I need somebody too. Could it be you and me, Blanche?
quickly. Only a paper moon over a carpet sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe. You believed in me.
Some canary bird.
Now, will you please tell me quietly what you think you found out about my sister?
You know, your sister Blanche is no Lily. Some Lily she is.
What have you heard, and from whom?
That line she been feeding Mitch. Our supply man down at the plant's been going through Laurel for years, and he knows all about her. And everybody else in the town of Laurel knows all about her. Well, she's as famous in Laurel as if she was President of the United States. Only she's not respected by any party.
I don't believe those stories, and I think your supply man...
So she moved to the Flamingo, a second-class hotel which has the advantage of not interfering with the private social life of the personalities there. And Flamingo's used to all kinds of goings-on. But even the management of the Flamingo was impressed by Dame Blanche. In fact, they were so impressed, they requested her to turn in her room key for permanently. This happened just a couple weeks before she showed here. Now, honey, I know how this is going to upset you. She pulled the wool over your eyes as much as Mitch's.
It's pure invention.
Baby,
There's no
baby, I checked every single story. And the trouble with Dame Blanche was that she couldn't put on her act anymore in Laurel. As time went by, she became the town character. Regard is not just different, but downright loco. Nuts. Well, she was practically told by the mayor to get out of town. Did you know there was an army camp near Laurel, and your sister's was one of the places called Out of Bounds?
I don't want to hear any more.
Which brings me to line number 2. She didn't resign temporarily because of her nerves. Oh, no sirree, Bob. She was kicked out before the spring term ended for getting mixed up with a 17-year-old boy.
This is making me sick.
Well, when the boy's daddy learned about it and got in touch with the high school superintendent, it was practically town ordinance passed against her.
Lady Stella,
Yes, Blanche?
can I have another towel to dry my hair with? I just washed it.
Yes, honey.
What's the matter, honey?
Matter what?
You have such a strange expression on your face.
Oh, I guess I'm just a little tired.
Why don't you take a nice hot bath as soon as I get out?
How long's that gonna be, Blanche?
Not so terribly long. Possess your soul in patience.
It's not my soul I'm worried about. How many candles you sticking in that cake?
I'll stop at 25.
Company expected?
Yes, Mitch should come over.
Don't spend Mitch over tonight.
Why?
Stella, Mitch and I in the same outfit together, 241st Engineers. We work down the same plant, down the same
Stanley
ball.
Kowalski, did you repeat
You
what...
damn right I told him. I'd have it on my conscience the rest of my life. I knew all that stuff and let my best friend get caught.
Is Mitch through with her?
I don't know if he's through with her or not. But he's wised
But
up.
Stanley, she thought Mitch was going to marry her.
Well, he's not gonna marry her now. You're not gonna jump in a tank with a school of sharks.
What'll she do? What on earth will she do?
Her future's mapped out for her.
What do you mean?
Hey! Canary bird! Tuss! Get out of the bathroom!
Oh, I feel so good after my long hot bath. So good and cool and rested.
Do you, Blanche?
Yes, so refreshed. A hot bath and a long cold drink always give me a brand new outlook on life. Something has happened. What is it?
Why? Nothing has happened.
You're lying. Something has.
Stanley, why don't you tell us a joke? Tell us a funny little story to make us all laugh. I don't know what's the matter. We're all so silent. Is it because I've been stood up by my beau? It's the first time in my entire experience with men, I've had a good deal of all sorts, that I've actually been stood up by anybody. I don't know how to take it. Tell us a funny story, just to help us out.
I didn't think you liked my stories, Blanche.
I like them when they're amusing, but not indecent.
I don't know any refined enough for your taste.
Well, then let me tell one.
Yes, Blanche. You used to know lots of good stories.
Let me see now. I have to run through my repertoire. Do you all like parrot stories? But this one is about the old maid who had a parrot that cursed a blue streak and knew more vulgar expressions than Mr. Kowalski. And the only way to hush the parrot up was to put the cover back. Oh. It must be upstairs.
Go on, Blanche.
Mr. Kowalski will not be amused.
Mr. Kowalski is too busy making a pig of himself to think of anything else. Your face and your fingers are disgustingly greasy. Now go wash up and help me clear the table.
That's how I clear the table. Don't you ever talk that way to me! Pig, Polak, vulgar, disgusting, greasy. Them kind of words been on your tongue and your sisters too much around here. What do you two think you are, a pair of queens? Remember what Huey Long said, every man is a king, and I'm the king around here, so don't you forget it. My place is clear. You want me to clear your places?
What happened while I was bathing? What did he tell you?
Nothing.
I think he told you something about Mitch and me. You know why Mitch didn't come. I'm gonna call him.
I wouldn't call him, Blanche.
I intend to be given some explanation by someone.
I hope you're pleased with your doings. I never had so much trouble swallowing food in my life. The look on that girl's face and the empty chair.
Mitchell, please. I'd like to leave a number, if I may. 2-lane 2121. And say it's important. Yes, very important.
Stella, it's gonna be all right after she goes. After you had the baby. It's gonna be all right again. Between you and me the way it was. You remember the way it was? Oh, God, honey, it's gonna be sweet. And we can make noise in the night. Get them colored lights going again the way we used to. Nobody's sister behind the curtain here.
Come on, Mama.
Steve and Eunice.
Come on back here.
Blanche! Yes? Oh, those pretty, pretty candles. No, don't burn them.
I certainly will.
No. No, you ought to save them for babies' birthdays. Oh, I hope that candles are going to glow in his life and that his eyes are going to be like candles, like 2 blue candles lighted in a white cake.
What poetry?
I shouldn't have called him.
Hey, Blanche, you know it's hot in here with the steam from the bathroom?
I've said I was sorry 3 times. I take hot baths for my nerves. Hydrotherapy, they call it. You healthy Polak without a nerve in your body, how could you possibly know what anxiety feels like?
I am not a Polak. People from Poland are Poles, not Polacks. But what I am is 100% American. Born and raised in the greatest country on this earth and proud of it. So don't you ever call me a polar.
Oh, that's for me, I'm sure.
You just keep your seat. I'm not so sure. Hello. Oh, yeah, hello, Mac.
Keep your hands off me. What's the matter with you? Why do you look at me with that pitying look?
Will you shut up? No, we got a noisy woman on the place. No, I don't want to bowl at Riley's. Because I had a little trouble with Riley, that's why. Say, listen, I'm the team captain, ain't I? All right, then. We ain't gonna bowl at Riley's. We're gonna bowl to the west side of the gala. Uh-huh. See ya. Just Blanche. I got a little birthday remembrance for you. I hope you like it.
Jimmy! Jimmy! Jimmy, wait up!
It's...
A ticket. Back to Laurel. On the bus. Tuesday.
You didn't need to do that.
Don't forget all I took off her.
You needn't have been so cruel to someone alone as she is.
Delicate piece she is.
She is. She was. You didn't know Blanche as a girl. Nobody was as tender and as trusting as she was, but people like you abused her and forced her to change. Do you think you're going bowling now?
Sure.
You're not going bowling now. You tell me, why did you do this?
Let go of my shirt.
I want to know why. Tell me why. Oh!
When we first met you and me, you thought I was common. But how right you was, baby. I was common as dirt. You showed me the snapshot of the place with the columns. Well, I pulled you down off them columns and how you loved it, having them colored lights going. And wasn't we happy together? Wasn't it all okay till she showed up here, hoity-toity, describing me like an ape? What is it, Stell? Did I hurt you? What's the matter, baby?
Take me to the hospital.
Yeah, okay, come on.
Who is it?
Me, Mitch.
Just a minute, please. You know, I really shouldn't let you in after the treatment I've received from you this evening. So utterly uncavalier. Hello, beautiful. Oh, my, what a cold shoulder. And such uncouth apparel. Why, you haven't even shaved. Oh, but I forgive you. I forgive you because it's such a relief to see you. You stopped that polka tune in my head. Have you ever had anything caught in your hair?
Do we have to have them fans on?
No?
I don't like fans.
Well, let's turn them off, honey. I'm not partial to them. I don't know what there is to drink. I haven't investigated.
I don't want Stan's liquor.
It isn't Stan's. Some things on the premises are actually mine. How's your mother? Is your mother well?
Why?
Something's the matter, Mac. But never mind, I won't cross-examine the witness. I'll just pretend I don't notice anything different about you. That music here.
What music?
La Sylviana. polka tune they were playing on that. Wait. Oh, shot. It always stops after that. Oh, it stopped.
Are you boxed out of your mind?
Forgive me for not being dressed, but I'd practically given you up. Had you forgotten your invitation to supper?
I wasn't gonna see you anymore.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. And you talk so seldom that, when you do say something, I don't want to miss a single syllable of it. Oh, what am I looking for? Oh, yes, liquor. Southern Comfort. What could that be, I wonder? Get your foot off the bed. It's got a clean cover on it. Of course, you boys don't notice things like that. I've done so much with the place since I've been here.
Aren't you leaving here pretty soon?
I wonder if this ought to be mixed with some sweet, terribly sweet. I don't think you'll like it, but maybe you will. Try it.
I told you already, I don't want none of his liquor, and I mean it. He says you've been lapping it up all summer like a wildcat.
I won't descend to the level of such cheap accusations to answer them even. What's in your mind? I see something in your eyes.
It's dark in here.
I like the dark. The dark's comforting to me.
I don't think I ever seen you in the light. That's a fact.
Is it?
I've never seen you in the afternoon.
You're at the plant in the afternoon.
Not Sunday afternoon.
You never want to go out till after 6. And then it's always someplace that's not lighted much.
There's some obscure meaning in this, but I fail to catch it.
What it means is that I've never had a real good look at you, Blanche. Now let's turn the light on here.
What's that? What for?
This one, the paper thing.
Why'd you want to go and do that for?
So I can take a look at you, good and plain.
Of course, you don't really mean to be insulted.
No, just realistic.
I don't want realism. I want magic.
Magic.
Yes, yes, magic. I try to give that to people. I do misrepresent things to them. I don't tell truth. I tell what ought to be truth. And if that's simple, then let me be damned for it. Don't turn the light on. Oh!
I don't mind you being older than what I thought. But all the rest of it. That pitch about your ideals being so old-fashioned and all that malarkey that you've been dishing out all summer. Oh, I knew you weren't 16 anymore, but I was fool enough to believe you.
Who told you? My loving brother-in-law.
No! I called him a liar at first. Then I checked on the story. I talked directly over long distance to this merchant in Laurel.
Who is this merchant?
Faber.
I know the man. He whistled at me. I put him in his place. And now for revenge, he makes up stories about me.
Didn't you stay at a hotel called Flamingo?
No. Tarantula was the name of it. I stayed at a hotel called the Tarantula Arms. Yes, a big spider. That's where I brought my victims. Yes. I had many intimacies with strangers. After the death of Alan, intimacies with strangers were all I seemed able to fill my empty heart with. I think it was panic, just panic, that drove me from one to another, searching for some protection. Here and there, in the most unlikely places, even at last to a 17-year-old boy. But somebody wrote the superintendent, this woman is morally unfit for her position. True? Yes. Unfit somehow, I suppose. And then I came here. There was nowhere else to go. I was played out. You know what played out is? My youth had gone up the water spout. And then I met you. You said you needed somebody. Oh, I needed somebody, too. I thank God for you. You seemed so gentle. A cleft in the rock of the world I could hide in. But I guess I was asking, hoping too much.
You lied to me, Blanche.
Don't say I lied to you.
Lies. Lies inside and out, all lies.
Never inside. I never lied to you in my heart. What? Somebody outside.
Flores para los muertos. Flores. Coronas, coronas para los muertos.
No, no, no. I lived in a house where dying old women remembered the dead man. Crumble and fade. Regrets. Recriminations. If you'd have done this, it wouldn't have cost me that. Legacies. And other things, such as blood-stained pillow slips. Her linen needs changing. Yes, Mother. Death. The opposite is desire. Not far from Belle Reve, before we lost Belle Reve, was a camp where they trained young soldiers. On Saturday nights, they would go into town to get drunk. And on the way back, they would stagger onto my lawn and call Blanche. Blanche. Sometimes I slipped out to answer the calls. Later, the paddy wagon would gather them up like daisies. The long way home. What do you want?
What I've been missing all summer.
You want to marry me?
I don't think I want to marry you anymore.
No.
You're not clean enough to bring in the house with my mother.
Go away! Get out of here before I start screaming. You get out of here quick before I start screaming fire! Fire! Oh, now, listen to me. Listen all of you. How about taking a swim? A moonlight swim at the old rock quarry. If anybody's sober enough to drive a car. Oh, best way in the world to stop the head buzzing. Only you gotta be careful. Dive where the deep pool is. If you hit a rock, you don't come up till tomorrow. Oh, goodness. They're playing goodnight ladies. May I rest my weary head on your shoulders? It's so confident to me.
Hi, Blanche.
How's my sister?
She's doing okay.
And the baby?
Baby won't come for a moment. They told me to go home and get a little shut-eye.
Does that mean we're to be here alone?
Yeah, just me and you, Blanche. Hey, what you got them fine feathers on for?
That's right. You left before my wire came.
You got a wire?
I received a telegram from an old admirer of mine.
Anything good?
I think so. An invitation.
What to?
Cruise of the Caribbean on a yacht.
Oh, well, well, well. What do you know?
It came like a bolt from the blue.
Who'd you say it was from?
No bold man.
The one that gave you them white fox pieces?
Mr. Shep Huntley. I wore his ATO pin my last year at college. I hadn't seen him for a while until last Christmas. Then, just now, this wire invited me on a cruise of the Caribbean. The problem is clothes, and I tore into my trunk to see what I have that is suitable for the tropics.
And come up with that gorgeous diamond tiara.
Oh, this old relic. It's only rhinestones.
Oh, gosh. I thought it was Tiffany's diamond.
Well, anyhow, I shall be entertained in style.
Well, just goes to show you, you never know what's coming.
Just when I thought my luck had begun to fail me.
Into the picture pops this Miami millionaire.
This man is not from Miami. This man is from Dallas.
Well, just so he's from somewhere.
Close the curtains before you undress any further.
It's all I'm on dress right now. Rain from heaven. Woo! What do you say, Blanche? Shall we bury the hatchet and make it a loving cup?
What are you doing in here?
It's something I always pull out on special occasions like this. The silk pajamas I wore on my wedding night. When that telephone rings and they say you got a son, I'm gonna tear these off and wave them like a flag. I guess we're both entitled to put on the dog. You having a Texas millionaire, and me having a baby.
When I think how divine it's going to be to have such a thing as privacy once more, I could weep with joy.
This millionaire from Dallas is not going to interfere with your privacy any?
It won't be the sort of thing you have in mind. This man is a gentleman, and he respects me. What he wants is my companionship. Having great wealth sometimes makes people lonely.
I wouldn't know about that.
A cultivated woman, a woman of intelligence and breeding, can enrich a man's life immeasurably. I have those things to offer, and time doesn't take them away. Physical beauty is passing, but beauty of the mind, richness of the spirit, and tenderness of the heart. And I have all those things. Aren't taken away. They grow and increase with the years. I consider myself a very, very rich woman. But I was foolish. Casting my pearls before swine.
Swine, huh?
Yes, swine. And I'm thinking not only of you, but your friend, Mr. Mitchell. He came here tonight. He came here in his work clothes and dared repeat slander, vicious stories he had gotten from you. So I gave him his walking papers.
You did, huh?
Then he returned. He returned with a box of roses to implore my forgiveness. But some things are not forgivable. Deliberate cruelty is not forgivable. So I said to him, thank you. But it was foolish of me to think that we could ever adapt ourselves to each other. Our ways of life are too different. So farewell, my friend. No hard feelings.
Was this before or after the telegram?
What? No, after. As a matter of fact, why?
As a matter of fact, there wasn't no why at all. And there's no millionaire. There isn't. But imagination and lies and conceit and tricks. And look at yourself. Take a look at yourself in that worn-out Mardi Gras outfit rented for 50 cents from some rag picker. And with that crazy crown on. What kind of queen you think you are? I've been on to you from the start. You come in here and you sprinkle the place with powder and you spray perfume and you cover that light bulb with a paper lantern and lo and behold, this place is turned into Egypt. And you are the queen of the Nile, sitting on your throne and swilling down my liquor. Well, I say ha, ha, ha. You hear me? Ha, ha, ha.
Flores para
desperate, desperate circumstances. Caught in a trap. Help me. Caught. Oh, please.
You left the phone off of her.
What are you doing? Let me get by you.
Get by me? Sure, Blanche, go ahead.
You stand over there.
You got plenty of room to walk by me now.
Not with you there. I gotta get out soon.
You think I'll interfere with you? Come to think of it, you might not be bad to interfere with.
You stay back. Don't you come near me another step.
You what?
Something awful will happen. It will.
What are you putting on now?
I warn you.
What'd you do that for?
So I could twist the broken end in your face.
Oh, I bet you would do that.
Oh, I would and I will.
Oh, you want some rough house? All right, come on, let's have some rough house. Tiger? Tiger? Come on. Come on. Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Come on! We've had to stay with each other from the beginning.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Drew to an inside straight and made it.
Maldita sea tu suerte.
Hey, put it in English, greaseball.
Just cursing your lousy luck.
Hey, you know what luck is? Luck is believing that you're lucky. Now, take it Salerno. You see, I believed I was lucky. I figured that 4 out of 5 would not come through, but I would. And I did. You see, to hold the front position in this rat race, you got to believe that you're lucky.
You brag, bull.
What's wrong with him?
Always did say men were callous things with no feelings, but this does beat everything. Making pigs of yourselves.
All right, come on. I'm gonna do this hand over again. Let's play.
That's my baby. Laying there like a little angel. Brought you some grapes. Where is she?
Bathing?
How is she?
She wouldn't eat anything. I keep telling her we made arrangements for her to rest in the country, but she's got it mixed up in her mind with a cruise to the islands with Shep Huntley. No, Bo. If anyone calls, take the number and tell them I'll call right back. Yes. And tell her they're cool yellow silk, the boucle. See if it's crushed. If it's not too crushed, I'll wear it. And try to locate the bunch of artificial violets to pin on the lapel of the jacket. Just don't know if I did the right thing.
What else could you do?
Couldn't believe her story and go on living with Stanley.
Don't you ever believe it. You gotta keep on going, honey. No matter what happens, we all gotta keep on going.
Stella, is the coast clear? Yes. Tell her how well she's looking. Close the curtains before I come out.
How many do you do?
They're closed. Just washed my hair. Did you, Blanche? I'm not sure I got all the soap out.
Such fine hair.
It's a problem. Didn't I get a call?
Who from, Blanche?
Shep Huntley.
Well, not yet, honey.
How strange.
Hey, Mitch, play cards, will you?
What's happening here? What's going on? I want an explanation.
Hush.
What's happening here?
Hush, honey.
Please, Blanche. Why are you two looking at me like that? Something wrong with me?
You look wonderful, Blanche. Doesn't she look wonderful?
Yes.
I understand you're going on a trip?
Yes. Blanche is going on a vacation.
Oh, I'm green with envy.
Help me, you two. Help me get dressed.
Is this the one you want?
Yes, it'll do. I'm anxious to get out of here. This place is a trap.
Such a pretty dress.
Are these grapes washed?
Huh?
Washed. I said, are these grapes washed?
Got them at the French market.
Doesn't mean they've been washed. Those cathedral bells. They're the only clean thing in the quarter. Well, I'm going now. I'm ready to go.
She's going to walk out before they get here.
Wait, Blanche.
I don't want to pass in front of those men.
Then wait till the game breaks up.
Yes. Yes, sit down.
I can smell the sea air. The rest of my time, I'm going to spend on the sea. And when I die, I'm going to die on the sea. You know what I will die of? I shall die of eating an unwashed grape one day out in the ocean. I will die with my hand in the hand of some nice-looking ship's doctor, a very young one with a small blonde mustache and a big silver watch. Poor lady, they'll say, that quinine did her no good. That unwashed grape transported her soul to heaven. And then I'll be buried at sea in a clean white sack and dropped overboard at noon in a blaze of summer into an ocean as blue as the blue of my first lover's eye.
That must be them.
What is it?
Excuse me while I go see who's at the door.
Yes.
Doctor?
Yes.
You mind waiting outside just a couple seconds? She'll be right out.
There's someone calling for Blanche.
Is it the gentleman I was expecting from Dallas?
I think it is, Blanche.
I'm not quite ready.
Tell them to wait outside. Everything packed?
My silver toilet articles are still out.
Almost.
She'll be right out.
They are waiting in front of the house.
They? Who's they?
There's a lady with them.
Can't imagine who this lady could be. How's she dressed?
Just sort of a plain tailored outfit.
Possibly she's a...
Shall we go, Blanche?
Yes.
You got Jackson better? No. Well, then you got Jackson better? Oh,
Must we go through that room?
I'll go with you.
How do I look?
Lovely.
Lovely.
I'm out.
Please don't get up. I'm only passing through.
How do you do?
You're not the gentleman I was expecting. That isn't Shep Huntley!
you forget something?
I forgot something. Ah!
Hello, Blanche.
She says she forgot something.
It's all right.
What'd you forget, Blanche?
It don't matter. We can pick it up later.
Sure, we could send it along with the trunk.
I don't know you. I want to be left alone.
Now, Blanche. 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 Now, Blanche.
You left nothing here but real talcum. Whole empty perfume bar. That's the land you want to take. You want the land and blank, 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 the land and blank.
Kill you!
Hold this phone hand.
Stop it, Mitch!
Get out of here.
What are they doing?
Stay here. Don't go in there. Don't look. His fingernails will have to be trimmed. Jacket, doctor.
Miss Dubois.
Please. Ask her to let go of me.
Yes. Let go.
Whoever you are, I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
This game is 7 cards stud.